I'm spinning around, spinning around. People tell me life got ups and downs. I'm spinning around, spinning around. People tell me life got ups and downs. I'ma spin around, show y'all how I'm living now. That's a quick move, call me D-Rose. Ladies love me cause they just wanna smell the rose. Rosemary, I sorta got the pedal flow. You know how you peel it out, saying yes or no. Let me not or let me so. Do we go together like we some Chuck Taylors? Switch the Chuck with the Zach. Cincinnati, I'm the coach. Navy suit, of course, it's Taylor. Well, welcome into today's podcast. As you know, you get to let's talk about it. We might leave that in. I don't know. What I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it. Might just leave that shit in, to be honest with you.
You want to restart it?
Not really, because them niggas gonna listen to it anyway. I mean, they've heard us say it 1,000 times to their face. But
I'm a little. My job got me pissed off, y'all.
I'm just saying, man. Like
my job got me mad, man.
They kind of already know that they ain't some assholes. But hey, you know we got today Mamba in the cut.
You know who the fluff it is. I'm gonna try to stop cursing, y'all. I'm gonna try to say fluff from now on. We'll see how long that lasts. But
you got your boy Conscious over here in the cut. God damn, headphones.
Yeah!
And this crowd stay going wild. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Oh my God.
Shit. How you been, man?
I've been my bad. I've been blessed.
You got the hickey ups. Let's get it.
What about you, bro?
It's been straight. I mean, hey, shit.
If we sound a little off, y'all, we tired.
Can't ask for nothing better than just being live at this point.
But we still here for y'all, okay?
Like, you know, hey, it is what it is.
We tired.
JC might pop in, he might not. We don't really know.
Speaking of tired,
you know,
Brett just got off. So.
Yeah, you know, got off the job. He know that y'all waiting on him to come back. So hey, yeah. We'll let y'all know.
Hey, it's life. Life happening right now, y'all. It's life.
Nigga.
It's all it is.
Nigga.
Life, shit.
That shit. We're gonna get into today's pod. Yes, we gotta talk about certain shit that we don't really want to talk about, but we're gonna get into it. Mm-hmm. Elon Musk pays $44 billion to buy Twitter. How you feel about that?
Honestly, I don't care. Some people making a big deal here, bro. I don't care.
If you got off of Twitter, okay, congratulations.
If he starts making subscriptions to where we got to pay for it, I'm off Twitter. As simple as that. I'm not gonna be all boo-hoo about it.
The only thing I've heard is that he gonna make it to where you have to pay for your blue check versus you just get a certain amount of followers for it. Which I mean,
okay,
I guess, but I don't really have like a pro or con about it. It's kind of feel like okay.
I'm just about it. I'm like, okay, it's nothing exciting about it. It's nothing not exciting about it. It's just I'm neutral on this shit.
Pretty much.
He bought Twitter. Good for him. Rich ass nigga. Like shit. I mean. I wish I can buy a fucking app, nigga. What you talking about?
44 billion.
44. Sheesh.
That could have went to hunger, you know.
Type shit. Type shit.
We not really.
You know what? I'm glad you said that. All this fucking money in the world and motherfuckers just.
And they be still talking about people hungry in Africa and all that stuff. They swear they be donating all that stuff to them. I mean, we not really bashing him. It's just more like. It's whatever.
He could have did.
Why is this news? I have no fucking clue. I get it. I guess because he bought Twitter. That's amazing.
Because he got so much money, he don't know what to do with it.
It's whatever.
Let me go buy Twitter.
Now let's get into the shit that we really want to talk about. Sorry about y'all. Sorry. Are women not obedient enough to keep a man?
Ooh.
That's see. Now, that's a hard one. Now, I understand. So for some women, they gonna be like obedience.
That's what I'm about to say.
I'm sorry about that.
I don't want.
That's what somebody had brought that to me. I thought it'd be a great topic. I just phrased it the way they said it.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say the word obedient. Because then you got some people that's like, oh, what the fuck that mean? I'm a dog to you. I'm a bitch now to you. You know what I mean? That's how you feel, nigga.
Hey.
I wouldn't say obedient. I'm just gonna say some women
respectful enough.
I'm just gonna say some women don't know how to keep a man. And that's just simple. I'm not gonna say obedient enough, but what would you say on that?
I would say like, do women not understand how Are women not able to keep a man because they don't know how to allow him to lead?
Yes.
That's probably the better way of saying it versus how this person gave it to me.
Especially if it's two dominant people in a relationship. Like if you got an alpha male and an alpha female.
Sometimes it's not really even that. You kind of just have a female that she's so used to doing shit by herself.
Mm-hmm.
So she don't look at you to lead her nowhere. She just look at you like you my partner.
Yeah.
Stay with, do the same thing you was doing.
Well, at that case, you gotta learn to be open about it.
Exactly.
You can't just have.
You can't expect to have a partner. You can't want a partner. You can't want your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, basically.
Like you can't want a partner and be in a relationship, but then expect this partner to just be like, all right, me and my girl don't allow me to lead in areas that I'm more knowledgeable in. She just likes to deal with that by herself.
Yeah.
And at that point, I mean, that's why a lot of men just be like, what do you need me for then? I'm not there to like provide. I'm not there to like protect. I'm not there to like guide you in areas that you might not be able to get through those doors.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, too, I feel like some females want a nigga that they can, I don't want to say necessarily control, but
them niggas work. Them niggas don't work. Them niggas are okay with being at home.
Yeah.
If you talking about a dude that's okay with you taking charge over him, and we not saying like a dude who okay with his girl being a boss. Like all of us want our girl to be a boss, but we talking about if a girl takes charge to where she is like, she's the nigga in this situation, and you the stay at home wife, and everything you do is just being monitored.
JC probably say you a bitch.
Like, bro.
JC probably say you a bitch, nigga.
I couldn't do that. I can't. I have no problem with my girl leading in something that she's knowledgeable in. I'm not.
We've talked about it before. I don't have a problem with her leading the house. Like I have no household.
It's your home.
Yeah, like, it's your home too. You feel me?
If you make a rule saying when we walk in the house, shoes are off at the door.
I respect that.
I cannot then be like, no, we ain't doing that shit. No, because this is your house. This is your home.
Exactly. Niggas got dirty feet. People got dirty feet. You don't want the motherfuckers trucking up you.
Now, what a lot of women don't understand when they man does have like a certain thing that he does, like if he watches sports in the living room all day, or he watches the game all day, or he sits in the bedroom and just watches, or he goes outside and he always just chills outside separately to smoke his cigar or whatever. If you gave that nigga a man cave, then he would just do that shit in the man cave.
Got his own space.
That's basically that's all men really doing when they do all that stuff, and you get mad at that.
But then even some women be like, well, I don't want to give him a man cave because then that's less time he's still spending with me. I'm just, hey, bro, look, I'm just stating obvious. Some women like that.
I understand it, but it's just so dumb. Like, I get it, but no.
You know, I mean, shit. Sometimes everybody needs that.
That's a conversation you gotta have. You don't have a conversation, that's on you then.
Everybody need that space.
I don't know what you expect your nigga to do about that. Like, I mean, you want to spend more time with him, all right, have you told him?
Talk about it. Now, if he...
Like, if you didn't tell him, then how the fuck am I supposed to know about that?
Have you ever asked yourself the question, well, why did he want a man cave? Shit, are you the problem?
Like, the nigga might want a man cave because you stressing him out about dishes all fucking day.
Like,
the nigga like, bro, I just got home.
Nigga just want to go home, get this man cave, smoke a cigar, and just relax. Shit.
That's the shit that used to piss me off. If, like, even with my parents, like, we got home at the same time. You complain about dishes. I just seen them too. So what? Like, we just got here the same time.
Who the hell left these dishes in here? You saw them before you left the house.
Like we got back at the same time. I came in behind you, actually. So how you yelling at me about something that I just walked in on?
Man.
I don't know. Like, that's like when you got women that get upset about, like, taking care of the kids and you just get home. Okay, I would actually, I applaud you to take care of the kids.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just got home. So what do you want me to do about that now?
Can I get a hello?
Like, hey,
how was your day?
How was work? You can't get frustrated at me for not coming home earlier if my job doesn't allow me to.
Yeah.
Like that's not really like my problem at that point. That's more like the job is whatever I'm working has a set time that I get off.
That's an inner problem within her, because
if you want me to take care of kids, or you want me to, let's just say one day you're like, hey, you pick up the kids today.
we'll have to work that. Or we have to be real with it as far as like, okay, when I go on my lunch, I'll pick up the kids from school, drop them off at the house or whatever, drop them off at their grandma's. That's probably real for that. If you do the same thing,
yeah.
I mean, you just gotta work it out at that point. But as far as the obedient thing, I don't think a lot of women nowadays trust a man to even to lead them.
Damn it, they lost. Sorry, y'all. Grizzlies lost by 1. Shit. That goddamn Curry and the Warriors, I'll tell you.
Oh, the one game Draymond gets ejected, y'all can't fucking pull out a dub. That's fucking ridiculous, bro. I mean, the whole team looked like they was off anyway. It seemed like only 3 niggas was scoring. But hey, back to the topic.
But to return to the question, I'm not gonna say obedient. I won't say that. It's just I feel like certain females don't know how to keep a man. They're not understanding of what. That's why you got to understand your nigga too. Like you can't get in a relationship and not. That's why you need it's important to ask questions, you know what I mean? Figure your nigga out. That's the same way he got to figure you out. And y'all would know if y'all right for each other or not. But I'm not going to say obedient. I won't say that. That's not something I would say. Good question, but I wouldn't say that term.
I wouldn't say it that way either. It's different. But hey, another topic I'm going to talk about. Oh boy, this gonna be bad. Okay. Should DNA tests be mandatory at birth?
Should DNA tests be mandatory at birth? Did somebody ask that? Well, they must have had a personal shit. Something personal must have went on. I would say, ooh. So how would it be set up? Like, would it be?
Well, it's set up now. Like they ask you if you want a DNA test as a father when your child is born.
Now, if you do they ask that you like then and there? Or they like put you off to the side.
No, they ask you right then.
Now, see, you as a man, you gotta be
in
like
that moment. You gonna believe that that's your kid.
Yeah.
So a lot of them say no until they find out. Like you have a lot of situations where dudes find out in divorces that's so like they like maybe 1 or 2 of their kids, maybe even 2, 3, are not theirs. They took care of them for like.
Only way I would see that you would want it to be mandatory is if like you and the woman had something going on before, like ahead of time.
I think it should be mandatory regardless.
Because
women know how to cheat better.
Yeah.
So if your girl could fuck around and she fuck a dude and then she becomes smart because the nigga came in her and be like, well, obviously tonight I need to go home and fuck my nigga and let him nut me.
Yeah.
And then she says she pregnant. You remember the time that you nutted her. But you ain't gonna think to get no DNA test. You gonna think that she was loyal to you the whole time.
Yeah.
The kid born, and you really ain't gonna know something off with the kid until the kid gets to maybe like 5, 6 years old, and then you gonna notice certain features ain't yours.
Honestly, I don't know. I would say for me, no, because I just believe. Hey, nigga, we gotta argue something.
Nigga, no.
I'm gonna say no because I'm just a firm believer. I can't even talk. Believer in whatever's done in the dark will come to light.
Fuck all that, bro.
So, hey, you got your shit. I got my shit. you feel like it need to be mandatory?
It needs to be mandatory. It needs to be a government law. You need to make that mandatory. That way, any female that thinks about cheating, you can't.
I agree with you on that, but I'ma still say from my
fuck all that.
I'ma still say from my vantage point.
I ain't got time to be dealing with that, bro. Just that thought in my head. That is scary. Is born. Yeah. I think that's my son.
Yeah.
He gets to 6 years old. Me and this girl happen to fall out and get a divorce. And in the divorce, I find out this child is even mine. And now I'm responsible for child support on a child that's not even mine.
True
because I'd have signed the papers saying that I'm this kid's father.
True facts.
Hell no. And now I know some people be out there, well, Kobe, what if you get married and you stay with this person and you get pregnant? I'm probably still going to think about that doggone test even if they ask me. But I would probably rather I would at
that'll
least
fuck up a nigga mental too.
What I would at least like to know is if you pull me out the room. I don't want you to ask me the same room that the girl is in.
That's my whole point. I'm like, you kind of put nigga on the spot.
Same room, she gonna look at it like
you put a nigga on the spot.
Like, do you trust me or do you not trust me?
Yeah.
And you say yes, I want the test. automatically that's putting the friction already in y'all relationship. Y'all just got a kid. That's not the perfect time to be having the friction in anything.
Yeah.
So but I'm trusting that is especially you're talking about me. I'm doing a music career, and then we're doing a podcast as well. That's kind of hard for me to really believe like you ain't got nobody else that you experiencing with.
Mm-hmm.
Like eventually we gonna take this podcast on the road, do live shows and shit. Nigga, you fuck around meet somebody in a different city, different area, and y'all are now a distance relationship. My job now, because I'm grown, is just to be like, she faithful. Mm-hmm. She fuck around, fly in to surprise you. Y'all fuck, you nut, and you be like, oh shit, I know. It's like she's like, no, I want us to have a kid. That don't sound off. Wouldn't that be off if y'all did fuck a couple times and then all of a sudden, every other time she said don't nothing me, but then this time she's saying nothing?
Oh, of course, because you popping.
But you're not gonna think about it as a guy. We just said it.
I think I would.
You gonna be in the middle of fucking.
Some niggas won't think like that.
Most be honest. Most niggas go.
I'm gonna say good 80% of niggas probably would think.
Most niggas gonna nut, go to sleep, wake up, be like, that bitch is like, no, yeah.
If you smart enough, that's why. Hey, either wrap it up. Hey, you know they got the new shit out there for the niggas now.
But ain't nobody gonna take that shit. You talking like a female talking about, I think I'm getting fat. I'm starting to eat a little more. You know what I mean? Set that birth control. Like, bro, no.
Man.
But I'm just saying I'm not saying
you gotta be.
I do preach trusting your significant other.
Yeah.
I understand that.
That's the only reason why I said no.
When I'm saying yes to it because the reality of the situation is there are more dudes out here than people recognize. The numbers show, and there are studies for it, that there are a lot more dudes taking care of kids that are not theirs. Mm-hmm. And the only way they find out is either they have their own self-doubt, their family starts putting it into their head, or they go through a divorce and they find out through the divorce that the kid is not theirs. Mm-hmm. And there's no way out once you sign the birth certificate. You can't just go to the judge and be like, that's not my child, and then the judge will be like, oh, you ain't got to pay no child support. No, you still got to pay it.
Yeah.
Regardless, you took care of the child for 6 years without it being yours, or what's to say you can't do it for a couple more years?
I think I would just be more cool with it if it wasn't on the spot. Like, don't ask me right then and there as the baby's being born. Pull me to the side and ask me that. That'll be a little bit more comfortable. But then again, like I said too, if you trust your female, you trust your female. But I feel like for me, it depends on the situation. If y'all had some problems and with some issues going on before y'all had a baby, maybe she cheated or maybe like accusations being made, then you could be like, yeah, I want a DNA test. But if y'all, if it was smooth trailing, you feel like you don't need it, you don't need it. But I see what you're saying though. I agree with everything you pretty much said. It's just, somebody gotta argue with you. I would love to hear.
I have no problem. If there are both people out there talking about it shouldn't be mandatory. That's ridiculous. Okay, that's cool. That's you as an individual. You believe that you faithful, but watch you also be. I always say every person who claims to be faithful, right after that, you immediately receive a test to be faithful or not. Most definitely.
I've been put in this situation.
I do not. I will tell somebody I have never cheated. Yep. I will not ever say to jinx myself, Jesus.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm faithful like a motherfucker. I'm loyal as hell. I'm loyal, yes, to mine, but I am not gonna just put out there that I'm the loyalest motherfucker in the world, because as soon as I say that, I'm being something, and it's something gonna really be hard tempting, and my ass gonna be like, why the fuck would I challenge God like that?
I've definitely
why would I ever challenge the devil to a game of hopscotch?
I always say though too, I feel like when you single, you can do whatever the fuck you want. When you single and you cool, you vibing, you know what I mean? But as soon as you get into a relationship, your ex start hitting you up. All these other females start hitting you up. And now you like, God is testing me right now. That has always happened in probably almost every one of my relationships. And I'm still faithful. I ain't never cheated, never will cheat a day in my life. I put that on me. But
I ain't cheated either.
I ain't know, but it's like those tests really be hitting your ass hard. Nigga, you can, man.
So
Right.
it's just like shit, man. Look, I ain't never cheated. I have done a great job of understanding of how everything works. Yes, when I get in a relationship, females come out the woodworks. And I'll be hella like, what the fuck?
That shit, it never fails. That always happens.
Which is
That always happens.
And I heard the dumbest shit come out of females' mouth when I asked that question. Why does that happen? Well, it's something about when a guy is taken that makes him more attractive.
No, that's dead. Hey, that's dead ass the truth. That is.
Be like, bro, you serious?
That's dead ass the truth. I don't care.
It's just like, bro, that's why I could see why females are better cheaters than niggas, because they just be thinking like, you taking, obviously somebody wants you for a reason.
And they see that as a challenge too. They see you taking them like, let me see if I can get this. Especially if you married, they see that ring on your finger. That's gonna really test your fucking loyalty then.
So it's like, but on to the next one.
Why are all the good niggas taken? And then they try to, boy. Why can't I find me a good? All the good ones are taken.
Boy,
man.
Next one is this is something I came up with. Is it worth settling down at a young age, like 23 to 27, while you're highly desired? Like you're at the peak of your prime as a man at that point.
Is it worth settling down?
Is it worth it?
Is it worth settling down?
Mm-hmm.
Depends on your career path.
Well, it's saying that you're highly desired, so you like you got a good point. You probably coming in making, let's just say, 70,000.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what the career is, you just coming in, you make good money.
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth selling down at between that age range?
You gotta know how to manage your time good. If you know you're not gonna have enough time on your hands, and you know that your career path,
you teeter-totter.
What you mean?
You on the balance beam. You say it like yes and no.
You gotta let me finish, nigga. I'm talking.
Shit, come on, man.
Damn,
I'm over here like, nigga.
I can't say what I want. I can't say what the fuck I want to say.
I just want to know yes or no.
I'm trying to. I was getting to that point.
Go ahead.
Because now you done fucking threw me off. Go ahead and say what you finna say. Damn.
Shit,
I gotta come back to my shit.
I was gonna say hell no, it ain't worth it at that point. Like it's kind of like one of those things where you young. At that point I would be on JC's side on this one. You young, you supposed to be having fun, especially when we talk about 23, 24. I would be more with it if it was like 27 on. I can understand it then. Cause you older.
I'm not gonna say yeah or nay. Cause like I said, it just depends. You gotta know how to manage your time.
I don't even think it's just that. I think it's like where you at, who you around, and like what are your options at that point? Have you really been honest with yourself as far as what you looking for? That's you still growing as a man at that point.
Oh, of course.
So that's why I say I don't even think it matters.
But like I said, you as a I gotta realize I'm different from. I mean, everybody's different from everybody else. Me personally, if I knew I wanted to be like a truck. My grandfather was a truck driver. If I knew I wanted to be a truck driver at a young age, I know how much time I'm gonna be on the road. I'm not gonna settle down, 23, 24 years old, and settle down knowing I'm gonna be on the road for God knows how long, how many weeks, months out of the year. I'm not gonna settle down. I can give an honest answer on that. That's why I say it depends on the career path and how much time you know you're gonna be sacrificing.
I mean, regardless, the person, whoever you get in a relationship with, is sacrificing as well. They got.
Of course, that's what you got to think about all those components. Of course.
That's why I say it's not worth it. Like I always tell people, my shit, I can see myself getting married at between 25 to 28, but that is like the age range that I can like see it if it's early.
Yeah.
Cause right now, hell no.
At that point, I feel like at that point, you kind of almost have to mature a little faster, because you got to think about, like you said, do I want kids?
We
How often do I want to get married?
We just take it from our standpoint because we know each other.
Yeah.
We are more mature than we're supposed to be.
Exactly.
According to the average man's maturing growth as it goes along. We are operating as if we 30 and we in our 20s.
Yeah.
And that's why I be trying to get, especially like, y'all know me and J Mama get super personal on this bitch. But especially me in my talking stages and my relationships, when I be trying to talk to these girls and like try and get to know them, see which one I'm be with, I make sure to let that be known when they ask me, like, you constantly be working, you constantly be doing this. Yeah, because time ain't really like just given to you like that.
You a driven person.
And to them, they be like, you young, you supposed to go party. My response to that is always like, yeah, I can party later in life if God lets me get there. Just because you young don't necessarily mean you invincible.
At all.
Like, you know what I mean? People you see on the news now get shot up just randomly.
That's why I say time is so valuable nowadays.
Road rage, it could just be you getting robbed.
It ain't always about partying and turning it up, man.
So for me, I get now. Somebody can also like JC probably turn this around and be like, "That's why you need to live life to the fullest."
Which I understand, but
I get that lifestyle. Which I never say I don't. But what I'm saying for me, if you know me, I am not a person who likes to deal with situations that can get out of hand very fast.
Yeah,
we are at a club. Yes, it could start off fun, but let the wrong group of niggas walk up in here, and we may not have seen them enter. But they fuck around with one girl, that girl gets slapped, niggas start fighting, now guns come out. I cannot no longer, now that my only exit is through these niggas with guns.
Find the first exit I can find.
Like, I don't ever want to be in that predicament. I've never understood that. I've had the conversation with my parents. They when they see on the news somebody got shot late night, but then they the same people that want me to go out late at night. And they be like, but you the ones that's devastated like that.
Yeah.
So how that never correlates to me. You can't want somebody to go out and do young things, but then be happy about the fact that the one time they don't do that is the one time people are dead on the news for doing young stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I matured faster because of my depression. It forced me to grow up fast. Like, I had no choice.
It's just life. It's life. You gotta, you know yourself. If you know you're not one of them people that party all the time and do that, you ain't gotta do that. It's good to go out every once in a while and you know what I'm saying, whoop-de-whoop. My thing is, you gotta, especially nowadays, you gotta think long term. You gotta think about a lot of shit. I'm one of the people now.
It's not to segregate. Damn. Tongue-tied, motherfucker.
Spit it out, motherfucker.
But especially us being black, I really don't have time. I'm tired of struggling sometimes, bro. Not even sometimes, all the time.
Mm-hmm. What was I finna say? I'm one of the people where I don't go into any establishment without watching my back. The shit that happens now in this world is ridiculous. I don't care if I'm out eating, walking in Walmart, you gotta be aware of your fucking surroundings.
Y'all should all have that one friend that always likes to sit facing the door.
Yeah, you gotta be aware of your fucking surroundings, man. You can't trust nothing.
Man.
It doesn't mean I'm paranoid. I'm just cautious. You don't know what the fucking happened.
And that goes back into like what we talked about earlier with like the women like allowing their man to lead and then going to like the DNA stuff. All of this is like you choosing this man. The women who are listening to the pod, women who watching the pod. When you are choosing a man, right now, a lot of women are picking a man that is fun. He is fun to be around. We gonna travel. We gonna do all this extra shit right now. But the nigga which is the most dumbest shit I've heard today. I've heard girls tell me they will not date a man with potential because that means I have to wait on it. That is so dumb, in my opinion. Now, I can get it if potential, it is not potential. This nigga sitting at home, not working, and he's always on the game. And he don't know what he want to do with his life. If you ask him, what's your 5-year plan and what is your 10-year plan? Okay, what is your 7-year plan? And he does not have an answer for any of that, then okay, that nigga is not potential. That nigga just a bum.
Yeah.
The nigga who has potential is a nigga, he know where he going. He got a 5-year plan and he's actually working towards it. He got a 10-year plan that he really want to achieve and he working towards it. He got a 7-year plan that is his middle ground of like, by the time we get here, this is where my life will be. And I will make sure that because I will pray about it and I'll work for it. And you'll notice it because the nigga will actually apply certain things to y'all relationship. If a nigga tells you he can't afford to go out every weekend, it's not because he being a cheap ass nigga.
He just
It's
know
because
what the fuck.
he
Know what
understands
he achieve.
I'm not trying to spread myself thin to where I can never get up on the goals that I'm trying to achieve selfishly.
Exactly.
And then the goals that I want to achieve with a partner, I can't achieve if I'm just splurging.
Yeah.
So there has to be an understanding when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what it is. Like, I don't think any, it's hard for me to find like you. That's why we try hard on this pod not to say mostly, all. But for me, sometimes I'll be sitting here like, bro, there's no way in hell you can convince me that it is 50-50 of women who want the fast money, quick money, not 9 to 5 nigga, and then there's other people who do love that. I would say maybe 15% of girls on the United States, in the world, will be okay with a nigga who is working his way up to the top and just being his ride or die. The rest of them bitches, hell no. They gonna wait for like 2 days. If that nigga ain't made $500 in those 2 days or $1,000, they ready to jump. Like it's not. This ain't like no fantasy no more. This is real at this point. You got girls talking about some fuck my ex nigga. I'll take care of my kid. I'll die before I call him. Like, bro, what are we doing?
Oh, please don't get me started on that shit again, bro.
Like, bro, what are we doing?
Please don't get me started on that.
And that shit is like, it don't make sense to me. You not making anything. You got girls now who get mad if a nigga asks, what do you bring to the table? What are you bringing to me? You have females who do not respect a man for wanting to do his own thing in a certain way. It is that it. Hey,
I'm with, yeah, it is what it is, bro.
But
you can't waste too much time on shit like that.
We talk about on this pod because we trying to be real about like our situations, and because we are young, we are growing up at the same time into whatever.
Yeah.
But also understanding we cannot make y'all at home understand our mindset and how we believe what we're going to achieve. You can't convince. That's like with religion. You can't convince non-believers to be believers all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I can't convince you on why I believe by the time I'm 24, I'll be a multimillionaire. That's not gonna make sense to you. You're gonna be like, well, how do you know that? How can you guarantee that? I can't put you in my shoes to see how I'm working to get that, and I know what I'm doing. The connections I built to get to that. If J Mama come over here and just like, hey man, by the time give me 2 years, I'm about to be one of the top 10% of men in the world. That I'm not gonna understand that even as a man, cause even if he explains it, I'm be like, all right, that sounds cool, that sounds like a good plan. But I gotta see him actually like do it and it actually watch him work. I'm not gonna be there every day to watch him do it.
And I'm not one of them niggas either. I live in the moment.
Like
I can't think long term as far as like 5 to 10 years ahead. My attention span, I can't do it.
So it's just like, you niggas everybody got goals that they want to achieve.
And you can still have goals, not even thinking long term. You can still have goals with what you want to do tomorrow, 2 weeks from now.
I have long term goals, but then I sum it down for yearly.
Yeah.
So if you focus too much about the future, every move you make, you gonna constantly be like, okay, that's not helping me get to this. That's not helping, but I just did. It's not gonna help me get there. I'm not gonna get. Damn, I'm feel like a failure. Now you start to become overwhelmed because you stressing all that future stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool to tell people like, this is where I want to be. Mm-hmm. This is where I know I'm working toward.
Yeah.
But then simplify it to where that's something that I've started to ask girls now this year too. What is a goal that you would like to? What are 3 goals that you want to achieve this year? Like, what are your top 3 goals? Now, you can change the 5, whatever. And that is a good insight to see if a girl is actually working towards something. Mm-hmm. Just like when she's going to ask me reverse, what is yours? Well, mine is to get better as an artist, to make sure that I become more recognized. I gain about at least this many listeners. And then also, I want to build on my podcast, which we talked about all the time, which y'all not around for that. But we be trying to figure out ways to better get the setup looking better for y'all, get the equipment better and everything. Y'all. Like, we think about, of course, we want ourselves to be successful, but you don't get nowhere without your audience sometimes. Like, especially with this.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So we trying to, like, you know, we talk about all the time, man, how can we get the pod better? What we want the setup to be. But we want to still kind of integrate ourselves and us being comfortable. So y'all get the realness like we always giving y'all. We giving y'all this because we recognize if we don't give y'all a piece of us, how the fuck y'all know us?
Exactly.
We just giving y'all names.
Exactly.
But, you know, like, I ain't mean to go on no rant or nothing, but that shit, I be getting, it's just, every time we talk about stuff that has to do with relationship, it comes back down to communication and trust. It is so simple. And it comes down to allowing your man to be a man and not just babysitting him. The girls out there who like to spoil they dude, you spoil the wrong ones and then you wait until you go broke. And then you want to say something. Then when a nigga come around that's good, you want to be like, oh, it's going to take me a minute. Or it's bothering you that this nigga treating you good and for some reason you cannot like it. And that doesn't make sense to me. I cannot for the life of me understand that. And I've talked to females all the time. I've talked to a bunch of females. I'm a very nice dude. I can see why my boy called me player, but at the same time, I'm not a player. I just talk.
He lying.
It's
lying.
nigga, we all know. I ain't gonna put that coworker out there that we know. But he has called my phone for advice every time. And we call him little brother.
Little bro.
But it is not that fucking hard for you niggas out there to talk to a girl.
Yeah.
You say, hi, my name is this.
You ain't got
what is your name?
You ain't got to try to spit game. You just talking.
You just chit-chatting.
Just chit-chatting.
I found out more stuff about a new girl every time they come to the job than anybody who is in her actual department.
Mm-hmm.
And all I do is say, hey, my name's Kobe. This is what I do. What'd you apply for? Oh, I applied for this. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. You gonna hate that shit, but hey, I'm gonna be cool back here.
Good conversation.
Like, and that's it. At that point, I didn't let it know when I said you gonna hate that shit. I'm gonna be cool over here. I don't let it know. Oh, the conversation can end right here.
Yeah.
I introduced myself. I told you what I do.
Exactly.
If that person, people can feel if you being genuine. People can feel if you actually giving a fuck.
Yeah.
If that person feels like this person gave off an open arms feeling,
mm-hmm.
they gonna come to you and be like, hey, actually, I'm going to school. I'm only here for the summer. I'm gonna go to school next semester. I'm going here. Oh, okay. What degree you going for? And now that conversation just goes on. Now it's just new. There's no flirting in there. And if it happens to grow into something, it's because y'all started off genuine with each other.
Yeah.
So that females, you can do the same thing with a nigga. You like him, go shoot your shot. You take it too long trying to play the roundabout game and make the nigga shoot his shot. That ain't gonna work.
Because they love to be chased.
Like, that's just not.
Some of them love to be chased.
We gonna get in the quickest though. See, right here, we had the equipment. We would do the applause right here, but I can't do it. So we gonna get in the quickest. Are men more afraid of failing our women than losing the roster?
Repeat that.
Are men more afraid of failing our women than losing in roster? Basically, the reason a man does not settle down with one girl is because he's afraid of not being financially stable and all that extra stuff that we would like to be before we get married. Do men fear not being ready for that one, or do they fear losing a roster? I feel like men fear
they lose the roster,
losing the one,
losing the roster. It always depends on niggas.
It does.
It just depends on niggas.
We going off of what we think.
If we going off majority wise, I would say the one.
Even if we didn't, I don't think a lot of men would put themselves in a situation where I cannot financially support my relationship nor the family that I want to have. I cannot protect. I cannot provide. I do not want to then marry this person who I know God has said this is my one.
Yeah.
But I'm not there.
You'll be more afraid of losing that
than losing 5 females on your roster.
But you do got niggas like that, which don't make fucking sense to me, which really be pissing me off, bro. But hey.
You lose 5 out of your 10, you be like, oh shit, my roster cut down to 5.
Like, nigga, that's what your priorities is set on? Really, nigga? But I would say, I know me personally would be the one. Yeah. I can't see myself getting in a relationship. I'm not going to say can't see myself getting in a relationship. I'm just going to say I can't. It's something within me that doesn't kind of necessarily want me to go ahead and make that leap into a relationship before knowing myself is good and my situation is good. Because how you gonna get into something?
You can't. We coach all the time. You can't get nothing if you're not good with yourself mentally or emotionally.
Exactly.
Anything.
You can't. It's not gonna work.
Especially for a man. If I'm not financially stable.
If I'm not, that will bother me.
It's hard to even date at that point.
If I can't take care of myself, well, how can I take care of 2 people?
Like
it don't make sense.
That's why
I can't see myself doing that.
That's a lot, bro. But losing the one, failing that relationship.
That's a different type of
that's a different type of like, boy, you're not just bouncing back from that.
Yeah.
That's different.
That's gonna take some fucking time.
So, I mean, hey, it is what it is.
If you ain't if you ain't afraid of losing the one, then goddamn it, you need to get your priorities straight.
Or maybe you're just not a person that wants to settle down. Some people like that in this world. They don't want to be married. I've seen girls that say they don't want to have kids, but a lot of men in this world want to have kids.
You can still not be married, not want to be married, but still want to have that person for you at the same time. But even then, when that happens, I would still think that you would want to get married. I don't know. I'm just, hey, to each his own. It's whatever. It's your life. I can't see myself not being married though. I gotta have me a wifey, man. It's just something about that. Yeah, I mean my wife, man. You see how good that shit sound, nigga.
Trust me, I do. It definitely sound good.
Yeah, me and my wife going on the cruise. Instead of saying me and my girl, it's just like your wife. That's your backbone, man.
Like I mean, hey,
that's your queen right there, my nigga.
Ain't nobody saying it's bad, but we just like, it is what it. You just gotta. Some people don't like to be married. Some people do, and it is what it is. But the next one is what's some of the best advice you received from your mother?
Oh shit.
I think one of the best advice I received from my mama is if a girl always wants to talk to you about your money and everything that you can do for her, then she ain't for you.
Right.
Because she only think about herself.
Right.
That's probably like the best thing. I might receive more, obviously. Like I said, I'm gonna get older, so moms we don't really be having talks like that. She just dropped gems. It dropped gems.
Just from personal experience, I would say something simple, which we've all heard. It be your own family.
That's true.
Just from personal experience, it's just happened recently. It really do be your own fucking family. And that shit hurts. Ooh, that shit hurt. The ones you feel like you can really depend on the most will do you the dirtiest.
Shit.
And sometimes feel no remorse. My advice to that would be trust, but trust from a distance.
No. Yeah.
It don't apply to everybody, but that's what I would say.
Next one. What advice can you give a mother looking to connect with her son in a meaningful way? Depends. It really does. I don't know everybody's child, so. But this is quick kids. I would just say like, if you
ask questions.
I don't fucking know. You gotta either have a sit down, talk to your son.
Ask questions. Don't make assumptions.
Or chill out, like just chill outside, and maybe y'all like to drink together.
Chat.
And just talk.
Chat and talk. Single mothers, especially single mothers, yeah, chat and talk. If you got a son, that was a question about the son, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you got a son, yeah. Because like I said on the last pod, it's some stuff mothers can't teach. So
it's the same thing with like a daughter.
You got to talk.
You would get up, go to your daughter's room and talk to her.
Yeah.
To do the same thing with your son.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it depends on each son.
That's your child. You shouldn't be one afraid to talk to him.
But so now we get into our advice column. Okay, somebody said, "Hey fellas, hope y'all doing well. But if your significant other gains 30 pounds, is it wrong to leave them?"
Yes.
Depends on what you're talking about, too. I mean, how long has this person been gaining weight? Have you discussed it with them that you don't like the weight gain? And what was the reasons? If you're for us, since we're talking from significant other, from a guy's perspective, if my girl gained 30 pounds and it was because she gave birth to a child that we just had,
I was just about to say that.
I would not.
Pregnancy
weight, I can't tell her.
You can't control that.
How to really lose that, how fast.
Yeah.
If it's she, I'm gonna change it from 30. For me, it'd have to be like drastic. Like girls is like 50, 60 pounds is drastic. Versus a guy, 50, 60 pounds is not like that drastic. Because weight for girls is different.
Yeah.
If a girl says she's 200 pounds, that's equivalent to like a guy's 300, 4. So if a girl says she's 100 pounds, that's equivalent to a guy like 200. So
it depends. Like it would be a little bit more specific.
You know, it would have to be like, you know.
Me personally, I wouldn't just off the rip.
I would have to lose attraction, and then I would talk to you about that. Like, hey, I don't like that you. Shit,
hey, look, hey, the conversation gonna get serious, nigga.
So
don't just drop it like a hot tamale, though, man.
Next one says, hey guys, my name is Taylor.
Taylor Gang.
You guys are nice to listen to, especially because it's young and different.
Thank you.
But what should I do if I'm interested in the guy, but his friend has told him to stay back because he likes me? This is the friend group shit. You like a guy.
Repeat that. Wait.
She. What are you confused on?
My mind run a little slow sometimes, so sorry. Just repeat the question.
What should I do if I'm interested in a guy?
Yeah.
But his friend has told him to stay back because he likes me. So she likes a guy.
At that point,
she likes a guy, but
guy
that she likes, his homie,
I understand
likes her.
Yeah, I understand
and
that.
has told him to stay back. And he's being respectful. He's staying back.
Yeah.
At least that's what you giving it off.
Yeah.
I would kind of tell the dude that you like him.
Exactly.
And then
like don't
tell the homie like I don't like you.
That's what I was about to say. But the way they asked the question, it must mean she must like the other dude too in some kind of way. If you got to think twice about that, then you must like the other nigga.
Well, what I'm getting from when she says, "What should I do if I'm interested in a guy, but his friend has told him to stay back because he likes me?" That sounds like she's understanding of the guy, the reason why he is back and not showing interest, or may not be making no attempt to show any type of interest.
Yeah.
But she's not trying to be rude to just tell the other dude like I would never date you. So she's trying to figure out like a way to like I guess not fuck up their friendship, but still get what she want out of it.
Just be honest. At that point, you start thinking you overthinking the shit, and then you ain't gonna want to do it at all.
Because this sound like you thinking about it like undercover shit.
Yeah, it's like how should I go this way with it? Nah, that's too aggressive. Just tell them. I mean,
they ain't gotta be the same place. That would probably be
a
little fucked up. Because then the friend is probably gonna be like, I can't talk to you because my man's.
Just tell them.
But if you told him like separately,
just go.
I mean, the friend can't do nothing but be okay with that.
Yeah.
Now the friend get upset.
That's on
at his homie for taking something that the girl won't.
That's on them.
Like nigga, what?
Just tell them. Be straight up.
Next one. Hey guys, it's Jason again. What's up, Jason?
Yay.
From last week. So to give more detail, so this is the one where we talk about he's in Dallas. He said something about things were getting complacent. Should he stay and fight for it and all everything?
Yeah.
More detail. We met in college. Now we're graduated, and she is working in New York. And my career has kept me in Dallas. And the problem is we're now long distance. And it feels like she is not as into the relationship now than when we were in still college. So should I leave or keep fighting? Also, any advice for a long distance relationship?
I think
I would answer the advice first before I answer the still.
Yeah.
The advice for that, I would say you have to figure out a good amount of time to communicate as far as like FaceTime works, talking on the phone, schedule meetups. How often can you do that? I don't really know.
That's what I would say. I've been in a long distance relationship before.
I mean,
girl from Georgia.
You fly in, surprise her.
I gotta. It's a conversation I would have to have, and it has to be a mutual understanding. That's the best way I can put it. I mean,
no shit.
You got to still make time, even though y'all can't physically see each other. Still got to make time to text, call, see, FaceTime, all that.
Should I leave or keep fighting?
It sounds like she might be mentally checked out. She probably focused on work. That's the way I see it.
I mean, break it up with her probably not the best case
scenario. I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm just saying. Like,
there is no good case scenario out of this. Either you get more hurt because you go in a relationship that's gonna get dragged, and you wait on her to call it, or you break her heart and she actually didn't want this to end. So,
I mean, you think about New York to Dallas, nigga. That's.
I would actually say just leave and let her allow her to, like, you're not now don't break up and be like it was nice knowing you. Break up and just be like, at this moment in time we both
busy,
focused on our own career paths and where we want to go in life. And I think it's best that right now we take a break.
Yeah.
And then we come back to each other when the dust has settled. That sounds way better than and don't do it over text. Don't do it like over phone. I probably would say this is better in person just because of the fact.
It's definitely better in person.
She gotta feel that you're not doing this because there's another girl. She gotta feel that this is like genuine and like she gotta see your emotion being expressed. Over the phone, she can see it, but if something get hard, most niggas start to overthink shit, like we said earlier, and they start to like. She be like, "So you want this to end? You just want to be over?" And then he gonna put the phone down. He gonna breathe. He go.
It's not where I wanted the conversation to go.
I'm done with this. Like, we're done. I'm tired. And he gonna say something that's just gonna end it because he knows it's gonna end it, but not realizing that's like the dumbest thing his ass could do. Because he don't really want to like really cut you out. He just understanding that y'all ain't got.
Y'all gonna have to have a conversation, like a serious conversation, and see where y'all want to go from here. And I would love to know too, when's the last time that y'all have seen each other? Was it when y'all graduated, or have y'all seen each other after graduation? Probably 1 or 2 times.
So I mean, shit.
You know, and I know, hey. Communicate. Everything always leads back to communication. That's the simple communication. That's going to talk about it. I wouldn't say break it off just yet, though. I would say, I don't want to necessarily say hang in there, too, to where it's feel like you wasting your time and it's draining your energy. But y'all going to have to talk seriously on it and see what y'all want to do.
So, but yeah, man, I'll say give it, I say at least communicate first how you feel about it.
Yeah.
That's not really saying you fighting for it, but that's at least letting her know, like, you feeling like things are falling off. And if she approaches it nonchalantly, like, no, we fine. I don't know why you overthinking shit. I mean,
even then, sometimes like that can be still misleading.
So it's just
because you know how, So you ain't for to act nonchalant about something you care about, and y'all, especially with that, you in Dallas, she in New York? Nah.
I'm pretty sure you probably see something too. Why are you down here?
You got to show me that you care.
You probably do see something while you down here. Your ass probably sitting here
like, ooh,
I didn't want to say this last week, but you have to ask us this question. feel like you already checked out, my guy. So I feel like something new to caught your eye.
Hey, we is in Texas, nigga. Hey.
So
We in Texas, nigga. Hey.
I'm just saying, I didn't want to say that last week when you wrote in, but hey, bro, it is what it is. But we gonna go ahead and get up out of here. We gonna tag social medias and stuff. Just to let y'all know, if y'all ever want to write in like anything that y'all want to ask us, any advice that y'all need, or if there's like any topics that y'all want us to cover, you know, just email us. You can DM us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
Yeah.
We'll respond to all of it. We'll try and get to everybody's stuff.
Hit us up, man. Hit that bell, comment, and subscribe.
Like, shit.
Tell a friend. Share. Sharing is caring.
If you listen on Spotify, share that whole Spotify. Follow, hit the bell.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead and do your thing. But we gonna go ahead and get up out of here. It was nice talking to y'all again.
All right, y'all.
Deuces. Bow.
Fuck is you saying? Little nigga, I am the man. Little nigga, I get the bands. Your girl is my number one fan. I get that you don't understand how to keep that shit in your hand. But it's one thing you need to know. Little nigga, I'm about to blow. Little bitch, let's rock the show. Finesse that nigga for a rose. Finesse that nigga for a rollie. White bitch, Angelina Jolie. Gotta